What if I told you the same guys who buy $500 million yachts also stand in line at McDonald's for a $3 breakfast? Welcome back to Quiet Wealth Lab. This is episode 4, and today we are pulling back the curtain on how billionaires actually spend their money. From floating mansions to single paintings worth $500 million. Hit subscribe, settle in, and let's get into it. Here's the twist. Jeff Bezos owns a yacht that costs more than $500 million. Warren Buffett, one of the richest men alive, eats a $3 McDonald's biscuit every single morning. Ken Griffin, the hedge fund king, paid $500 million for one painting. None of this is normal. All of it is real. And where the money goes tells you more about these people than how they made it in the first place. In the next 7 minutes, I'll show you all 7 wild ways billionaires actually spend their money. Way number 1. The $500 million super yacht. Floating mansions for the floating ultra-rich. Jeff Bezos owns Koru, a 417-foot 3-masted sailing yacht that reportedly cost over $500 million, and it's followed around by a support ship with its own helipad. Larry Ellison's Musashi is an 88-meter super yacht with a literal basketball court on the deck. David Geffen's Rising Sun costs more than $300 million and includes a helipad and a movie theater. Here's what it really says. At this level, yachts aren't toys, they're mobile fortresses. They're mobile fortresses. Total privacy, total control, and a tax address that travels with them across oceans. Way number 2. The $3 breakfast. The richest men on earth eat like broke college freshmen. Warren Buffett swings by McDonald's every morning, and the specific breakfast he orders depends on how Berkshire Hathaway's stock is doing that day. Charlie Munger ate the same Costco hot dog for decades, defending it on stage as the best deal in America. Ingvar Kamprad, the founder of IKEA, was worth tens of billions, and still flew economy and ate meatballs in his own cafeterias. Here's what it really says. Frugality at their level isn't about money, it's identity. They got rich without changing the things that made them who they are. Way number 3. The $150 million car collection. Private garages that look more like museums than driveways. Jerry Seinfeld's Porsche collection is reportedly worth $150 million or more, anchored by a 1955 550 Spider. Ralph Lauren owns roughly $300 million worth of vintage Bugattis, Ferraris, and Mercedes. Jay Leno keeps over 180 cars in a Burbank hangar that he just calls the garage. Here's what it really says. Cars are the one toy these guys collect with an investor's eye and a kid's heart. The grin is real, and so is the appreciation curve. Way number 4. The $300 million mega estate. Some billionaires don't buy houses, they buy islands. Larry Ellison bought 98% of the Hawaiian island of Lanai, the entire island, for around $300 million. Jeff Bezos paid $165 million for David Geffen's Beverly Hills estate in 2020. Ken Griffin assembled a New York penthouse worth $238 million, the most expensive home sale in U.S. history. Here's what it really says. At this level, real estate stops being shelter and starts being a moat. Land becomes legacy. Way number 5. The private space program. Some billionaires don't fly first class, they build the rocket. Elon Musk poured over $100 million of his own money into SpaceX before it ever launched a paying customer. Jeff Bezos sells roughly $1 billion of Amazon stock every year to fund Blue Origin. Richard Branson actually flew on his own Virgin Galactic ship to the edge of space in 2021. Here's what it really says. When you've already won Earth, the next obvious move is leaving it, or more accurately, owning the road that gets everyone else off it. Way number 6. The $500 million painting. Trophy art. A private bank you can hang on the wall. Ken Griffin reportedly paid $500 million for de Kooning's interchange back in 2015. Hedge fund manager Steve Cohen bought a single Giacometti sculpture for $141 million. And Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman is widely reported to have paid $450 million for Leonardo Salvator Mundi. Here's what it really says. Trophy art is 3 things at once. A hard asset, a tax shelter, and a status badge, all packed into one frame. And, way number 7, billion-dollar giving. The biggest spenders also give the most away. Warren Buffett has pledged 99% of his fortune, well, over $130 billion, to philanthropy. Bill Gates has given more than $59 billion through the Gates Foundation since the year 2000. Mackenzie Scott gave away $17 billion in under 4 years, no strings attached. Here's what it really says. At a certain scale, giving stops being charity. It becomes the only kind of spending left that still actually moves the needle in the world. So there it is, the full tally. $500 million super yachts, $3 breakfasts, $150 million in vintage cars, $300 million on mega estates and entire islands, private space programs that cost billions, $500 million paintings, and then giving billions away on the other end. 7 wild pies, all from the same handful of people. The pattern is the point. Extremely cheap in the small things, almost reckless in the big ones. So which one surprised you the most? Drop the number in the comments, 1 through 7, and I'll read every single one. If this video helped you see wealth a little differently, hit subscribe to Quiet Wealth Lab. New wealth breakdowns drop every single week. Coming next, Episode 5, Billionaire Family Drama. The empires they're literally fighting over. From Murdoch courtroom, battles to LVMH succession plans, we'll get into the dynasties that are quietly cracking under their own weight. Click the bell so you don't miss it, drop a comment with the spending category that shocked you most, and I'll see you in the next one.